Let me borrow Harvey for a moment. Attacking Mace was a step-through punch. You're standing here, the punch came in, you stepped back, you punched, you checked, you kicked, you grabbed, and you vertical punched. That's a lot of stuff for a white belt. And all you're doing is attacking the body and standing on one leg at close range. So again, punch came in, it was 1, 2, kick, vertical punch. And then you check out that leg, all the same. All that stuff was happening back in the old days. Right? Then Mr. Paul said, well, let's kind of play with that technique a little bit. As the punch came in, there's my wedging and we're blocked. Now, at this range, as he starts to come forward and this hand starts to come around to grab, I'm standing on one leg and we're at contact. You know, if he's coming in hard with a punch and I'm standing on one leg, I'm in trouble. Right? And in a lot of cases, if you mess up this shot, there's no recourse. He's just going to barrel right through you. Second thing is, if I'm a female or somebody small, it's just, you don't have the mass to make this technique work. So Mr. Paul said, well, let's just go ahead and we're going to get rid of the kick so we can maintain balance. So now, and we're also going to change it to a right cross. Right? So when that punch comes in, I wedge again, I drive in, I check, and I'm going to step right in to a center line and catch those floating ribs. Right? So there's our book. That's the book. One more time, I wedge, boom, punch, check, and then there's my inverted straight punch. There's the technique. That's the book technique. Right? With that, let's go ahead and play just for a second with the book. And then we're going to take it a step further, those mechanics. So, let me see, partner up, right cross. Don't move yet. 1, 2, and then this hand's going to pop up and check as you step in. You're advancing, so you're going to C-step. You're going to close your center line. Punch, and then step right between their legs. And make sure you step in with that foot. See? Boom, hit. That puts it 45 degrees. I'm stable here. He's not. If I come in this way, I'm not stable. Right? You got to keep that foot at the correct angle. Good. Don't lean too much, though. Remember what I said about that druggy judo guy? Yeah. Don't lean over now. You're adjusting your height. In other words, when that punch comes in, here you are. Here. And you're adjusting to him. Don't make him adjust to you. So when that punch comes in, boom, boom, straight up and down. Boom, I control, and then I get my shot. Make your base strong, make his base weak. All right. Now, that's the book. Book is cool for teaching structure and mechanics. The book doesn't always translate over to the perfect street technique. As you progress, you're going to do this technique like a white belt, then you're going to do it like a yellow belt, then you're going to do it like a purple, and then blue, and the green, and brown, until you get the black, and then you're going to do it like a black belt. Black belts do it a little differently than yellow belts. All right? An idea. First off, we're stepping back, wedging that inward block, and then rocking the punch. As you progress, punch comes in. Now we're stepping in. Now I'm not blocking anymore. Now I'm parrying. Blocks work, but they're slow. Parries are fast. Parries keep the action going. The block stops the power. A parry uses the power that you've been given. Right? So again, punch comes in, right into that shot, and as I flick that hand up to keep that arm checked out, I'm just going to V-step right through. Notice where my left hand is. Boom, it's here. Now, as I start to flick that hand up and make my penetration, I'm just going to make a loop. All right? Right into that circle. All right, so I don't, go slow for a second. I don't do this. All right? That's a lot of travel, a lot of things happen. All right? Again, a little bit quicker, punch comes in. Now we can start playing with the game. Now I've got my momentum, instead of going back and then starting over again. All right? And this is where that the forward bow came into play. Back in the old days, when that punch came in and that momentum was behind it, boom, that heel was on the ground, and that was part of my bracing angle for my weapon. Right? Mr. Paul believes in velocity, ballistic action. So instead of stop, start, go, as soon as he comes in, I'm already moving and he's starting to get off the line. That becomes a little more dynamic. Right? And again, that parry, just the idea of the parry, I want him moving this way as I meet his liver. Options. Just a little bit. As I come in and get that shot, really common one, just to buckle down. Another option. Pop. Pop. The hand is over the top. There's the drop. Crack. Right. So we can finish the technique in a couple different ways. You can finish it with takedowns. You can finish it, boom. As he drops, if I hit him hard enough, what's that elbow going to do? Boom. It kind of collapses down. From right there, that little circle, right into position. Right? So you're left with a lot of things to do that we have in our block flow, that are some of our throw series and all that. But it all starts off with that very first move. You've got to tenderize it. All right, now one more thing I want to point out. Let me bar Harvey on this one because I'm going to have to tag him a little bit. All right, here's what's happening. I'm not going to tag him. I'll let you know. Punch comes in. Boom, boom. All right, not too bad. Now, punch comes in. All right. Now he's going backwards. What's happening is when you make contact on that first shot, or you don't make contact, you go forward. Now it's push, 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 and it kind of defeats the purpose of what we're trying to accomplish, which is really moving them. But if you do it properly and that punch comes in, yes! Now, see how he starts walking backwards? Now we can get him. So every once in a while you got to make a little contact so your partner's going to react properly. You're white. Your face is looking a little white. Oh, good. Okay.